Hi everyone, I'm KHQ's Nicole Mischke, and I'm here today with a guest. This is Gunny Sergeant Flurry, and he's here to talk about Toys for Tots. It is the season for giving, holiday season. Kids out there, every kid wants a Christmas present under the Christmas tree, and there are a lot of people in this community that can't afford it. So talk a little bit about what Toys for Tots does for this community.
Well, absolutely. Well, first of all, I want to recognize the generosity of everyone here in the community. We couldn't make Toys for Tots happen if it wasn't for the generous outgivings and the people that volunteer. But basically what we do is team up with the Salvation Army this year, and they've taken in calls for folks that need toys, and we do is assign a number to them, and then they tell us, boy, girl, how old they are, and then what we do is have all our toys at a warehouse, and we have volunteers that come in, bag up those toys, and then those folks can come in and pick them up.
This is your first year, I understand, volunteering for Toys for Tots in Spokane, but you've done it before in Chicago.
Right.
Is there a specific story either that you've heard or that you remember of an experience where a child was really touched by what Toys for Tots did for them?
I hear stories of, you always have one kid that comes in and just kind of looking, a little sad that perhaps their Christmas isn't going to happen this year. And a lot of times what the Marines will do that work at the warehouse is they'll single out that one kid and bring them back behind the curtain, if you will, and let them pick out a toy, or they say they have a special stuffed animal just for them, and they've been waiting for the right person to get it, and so they give it to that kid, and it makes a huge difference. One of the Marines said that it had been a couple months had passed by, and he was not in uniform. He was in the local store, and some little kid came up to him and gave him a big old hug, and took him in to realize, then he saw the parent and put the two and two together and realized that it was this young kid from back in Christmas. Just a testament to what a huge blessing this is for kids all over Spokane. Now, Toys for Tots does a ton of fundraisers this time of year, but we're here today to talk about a specific one. You brought Mark Robinson. What are we talking about today? What's this fundraiser all about? Absolutely. Mark here with a local band, Famework, and what they've done is they teamed up with a few other bands, and they're going to put on a concert, and the charge for admission is going to be one unwrapped toy. So it's just an awesome cause, and it's wonderful. Again, this people I'm talking about, the generosity that they're donating their time, their talents to put on a show, and in turn it's going to help out Toys for Tots and help out those kids in the community. Well, that's great. And Mark, let's bring you in. There's so many charities in Spokane, and especially during the holiday season, there are so many that need help this time of year. Why Toys for Tots out of all the other charities you could have chosen?
Well, mostly I think for us, we're parents ourselves, we have children, so this kind of charity and this kind of donation process really hits home for us, personally, with our own families, plus with our community too. And as Matt was saying, Spokane, as you know, is a really small, big city, and we're a pretty tight community. So this is really, it's probably the best thing we could figure we could do in the shortest amount of time as well. We organized it very quickly, and the Marines were very helpful getting us all in line and putting this thing together. So for us, it just hits home.
This event is November 30th, this Friday at 7 p.m. at the A Club on Sprague. Yep. The admission is one unwrapped new toy, and you're also going to have a raffle. Just to explain a little bit what they can expect.
We are. It's going to be really fun. We've got 4 bands coming out, all 4 local bands, by the way. Boneye, the VanMarter Project, 33, and ourselves, Famework. So we're going to have a good 3 solid hours of music. We're going to be doing a raffle for each individual band. So we're going to have, each band's going to have a gift that's wrapped up with good stuff, and it's all a big surprise. So you got to show up to see what you get. But yeah, one unwrapped toy. Just show up, you'll get a ticket, and hopefully if you're lucky, you'll get a prize and get to listen to some great music. So.
Okay, and you are the lead guitarist.
I am.
You brought your guitar here.
Yeah.
As a musician, who are your inspirations?
Oh my gosh. Well, let's see here. I've been a drummer my whole life, so I was actually originally in the band. I was the drummer, so my real influences go back to Bonham from Led Zeppelin, Neil Peart from Rush, and Stuart Copeland from the Police, and Pearl Jam. I mean, I could list. I mean, I could just go on for days, right? So, but about 6-8 months ago, I took over the lead position when the lead guitarist had to move to Seattle. So it's been a big change for me, and I have another stackable amount of guitarist influences as well. So
okay, well, so this is called Rock for Tots. It's going to be a rock show.
Yeah.
there's probably some people watching who maybe aren't rock fans, maybe aren't sure if they want to come. Why should they come?
To donate, to just be a part of the community. I mean, why not try something new, right? So
Okay.
that's what it's all about.
Yeah. And you brought some stuff with you, I heard.
I did, yeah.
Okay.
I actually, this is going to be sort of kind of some stuff we're going to be giving out. I wanted to, Matt, that's for you, brother.
Awesome.
Get a hat, man. I've got some shirts I'd like to sort of divvy out amongst you guys here. And
Let's
I'll put it
open
back
them
in the bag, but I've got some CDs too. So this is some old music of ours. This is back when I was playing drums. This will be interesting for you. And I've got some stickers, got some picks. So lots of good stuff, and I'll hand this stuff out to you guys when we're done.
And this will all be there at the event as well.
We're going to duplicate everything I've got here at the show this weekend, including 33's package, Boneye's package, and also the VanMarter Project.
Is there food
package as well?
at the A Club? Mostly drinks?
There is actually, the A Club did just recently incorporate a lower section to their club, and it does provide some food. So
Okay, so come
yeah.
eat some food, drink some beer, and listen to some
Seltzer
rock.
if you want, whatever you want to do. So
Okay. I do also want to mention Toys for Tots was supposed to end the calls in to like for parents that want to get toys for the kids. That was going to end this Friday, but they've extended it to December 7th.
That is correct.
Right?
One more week, because we know that a lot of people are having a tough time getting through, and we've got 10 phones, but understand for those folks that are still trying to get through, just keep calling. We'll get to your call, so that's why we decided to keep it open one more week.
Okay, are you going to be there?
Absolutely.
Okay, all right. And I do also want to mention that if you go to the Find It bar on KHQ, I have a link. You can get all the information about Toys for Tots, information about the Rock for Tots as well. And thank you so much for being here.
yeah, thank you.
Thanks for having us.